In the 1970s, my sister-in-law visited California, and she told her students at New York University that she's going to do this. Their question was, will you get to see Venice? New York University. Okay. It hasn't changed that much. Venice is known worldwide. But look at what is going on up and down the coast. If you go to Manhattan, Hermosa, Redondo, they have parking. They have restrooms. They're clean. You're not afraid to go in. What does Venice have? The same thing it had in the 1970s. We need parking, we need clean restrooms, we need monitored restrooms, and if you have to pay, then you have to pay. Most visitors are used to paying where they go. It's not a new concept. The law says there has to be at least one free. Fine. That's where you'll have the long queue. But we have to do it. Marina del Rey is trying to revise its plan. And if they are successful, it will look like Waikiki. It will be non-stop tall buildings, hotels, apartments, condos, retail, and they are building on parking lots, county-owned parking lots. So just to give you a flavor of what's going on in the environment. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Marie Fink, please. Marie Fink.
Hello. I was going to say a lot, but I think everybody said everything. Thank you for making me wait 2 hours to speak. Can you help me, please? I'm old. Okay. I think most of you have said everything. First of all, I want to tell you, for the homeless and what's going on with RVs, I really feel very bad for you, and I think it's so unfair. But God is more powerful than any of these people, okay? So things are going to work out. 2, the parking is really outrageously horrible. I have a lot of famous people that want to see me. They cannot find parking to come here, so they just leave. And it's true. And 3, I really think everybody said everything I wanted to say about the bathrooms. But I have so many friends that have had businesses on the boardwalk and off the boardwalk for years, and they've had them to move out because the economy is so bad and people just don't come anymore. I used to have waiting lines for hours, and sometimes I'm lucky to have 2 people come to see me, and I'm really gifted. But you've all said what I had, anything I was going to say in my heart, you've all said. But most of all, I'm really sorry what's happening with your RVs and everything, guys. I'm really sorry for that. It feels so unfair on Christmas this is happening to you. Thank you.
Sally McPherson.
Good evening. My name is Shirley McPherson. I've been living in Venice since 1965. The first 6 years were in Lincoln Place Apartments. We've all listened to information about, let's do this, let's do that. It takes money. Now, we have access to money if we just use it. I'm late at accounting. I've got a list here of places where we can look for money. For instance, the Venice Parking Fund. There's money going into meters, there's money going into parking. Quimby funds. There's a basic accounting is necessary for Quimby funds. We can get money for parks there. In lieu of parking funds, we condition, by the way, I was chair of the Land Use and Planning Committee, so I got this one down pat. We condition applicants for parking variances. Essentially, they're buying parking. But there has been no accounting to us by the city. None. There are, oh God, there's thousands and thousands. Film permits. Hey, we get the mess, the city gets the permit fee. I find that just outrageous. Beach event permits. The traffic. Cars are parked all over in front of our houses, and Venice sees nothing of the event permit fees. Period. We see nothing. It goes down to that big black hole called the general fund. Sales tax. Aha. Sales tax is supposed to be divided between Venice, the state, and the city. Where is Venice's portion? Well, it seems to stop somewhere around Robertson. We are the ones generating the sales tax. Why aren't we getting a bigger share? We got a lot of problems here. It's the city's responsibility to help us maintain a tourist attraction. Then the surplus fund. Gotta get this one in. We've got surplus property here. And there's a vacant lot here, there's a vacant lot there. It belongs to the city. It's supposed to be for us. Sell the surplus property, we get improvements.
Time.
That hasn't happened.
Thank you very much. Sean Stewart, please.
Good evening. I have a lot to say, but I just decided to give a couple solutions. With the traffic and parking, I notice on big holidays like 4th of July, we will have parking enforcement officers around directing traffic. I don't know why they don't have radios and communication before people get all the way down to Pacific to find out that the beach lots are closed. These people that are driving in, they should be getting contacted if they're coming down Rose. They should be like stopped at the red light at like 7th Street and said, hey, there's no parking down there. You know, turn around, go somewhere else. If you're coming down Venice, maybe at Kinney or Venice Way, instead of everybody coming down to Pacific and then not being able to make a left and they have to make a right and then they're just driving in circles for, you know, an hour looking for parking. So get the police, the parking enforcement officers, get them with radios and get them mobile instead of just sitting. You'll see 20 of them sitting in one intersection. You know, it's a waste of manpower. Spread them out and let people know, you know, a couple blocks before they get to the beach that, hey, there's no parking down there. You might want to like turn around and look somewhere else. As far as like placing the homeless, it's, you know, it's a real tricky situation. There was a guy here in our last town hall meeting. He works for Share. He had 700 residences available. Nobody contacted him. You know, I'd like to know why these people who are here in Venice saying we're homeless, we have nowhere to go, when there are places for them. If they choose to like live in their lifestyle and they want that, I have never heard anybody recommend, what is it called? Vista Del Mar, just south of Playa del Rey and north of the Hibernian treatment plant. I guess, you know, just next to Dockweiler Beach. They built all these homes 20 years ago, 30 years ago, with the flight of the LAX. They got closed down.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry.
It'll only take a second.
No, I'm sorry. We said we were going to respect
There's
everybody's
infrastructure
time.
there. There's water, there's electricity, there's sewage.
Excuse
it's
me.
all there.
Excuse me.
So if they want...
Dee Dee, on that, please. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dee Dee Odette. I meant to follow up on what Shelley had to say, but first I have something much more important. When I came in tonight, Diane Butler handed me this. Now, Diane Butler is a person who is really involved in some of the problems we have been discussing here this evening. She has come up with 7 very positive ideas for solving the problem. So I'm going to hand this over to you, and would you please include all of those? Okay. Now, there are things that everyone can do to bring attention to Venice. Number 1, we have to raise hell about accountability with this city. Several years ago, Laura Check looked around and she said there's all kinds of money sitting in trust funds all around this city. I happen to know that the neighborhood that I live in, there was a trust fund which was used this past year to provide housing for low-income people here in Venice. There probably is other money, as Shelley has said. We have got to humiliate this city by not taking care of this money-making proposition that goes to hotels and other entertainment venues. People want to come here to see Venice. Well, damn it, this city should recognize us for what we are.
Thank you, Dee Dee. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one speaker left. If anyone else has not spoken and has